What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's Mighty Fan time, and it's Mitchell&Ness pickup time once again for Mighty Fan. And okay, so I was saying there was a mystery jersey on eBay, mystery auction that I was going after. Didn't want to say what it was, but I was hoping to win it. Well, the answer to that is I did win it. But what is this jersey? Well, you will find that out after you watch this.
They kind of shy away from the challenge, and I just took it on. When I grabbed the ball, I heard Phil Jackson yell, "Mike!" I gave him a little call to see would he bite on it. I let him set his feet, and then I stepped it back again.
Okay, well, you should all know what moment that was. That was Allen Iverson's rookie year as a Sixer back in the 96-97 season when he crossed over Jordan at the and made the jump shot at the then Core State Center. Of course, now it's the Wells Fargo Center. They changed the name like almost every year, but it was the Core State Center when it opened, and that's when it happened. I know because I was there. I was at that game his rookie year when he crossed over Jordan up in the upper tier with my dad. And what happened was, when I was younger, hey, the Bulls, that was my Beatles, okay? That was, they were one of my all-time favorite teams. And we used to go, my dad used to get tickets for me, and him and I go, so I can see the Bulls live. And when they came to town to play the Sixers, and so for a number of years, we go to one Sixers Bulls game a year, the Spectrum, and then of course the Core State Center, and so I will say this: I'm not a huge college hoops follower. I watch the local teams, I get into it in the tournament, but maybe that's why I don't normally pick too good in the brackets. I did win one year, but. But I'm not a huge follower of college basketball. Maybe this year I'll be a little more if there's no NBA. But it's the only game in town. But no, I knew who Allen Iverson was, but to say I followed his career in Georgetown, I'd be lying about that. I knew who he was, though. I knew it was a good pick for the Sixers, number 1 overall that year. And but I was still kind of raw as to who he was until I went to that game. And I went to that game and I watched him, make that crossover on Jordan, hit the jump shot. The place went crazy. And there I am sitting in all my Bulls stuff, So I'm like, yeah, that was all right. But at the same time, when I saw that moment live, I immediately thought, well, that guy's got some moxie, to do that to Jordan. I'm going to keep an eye on that guy, and I became an instant fan of Allen Iverson. I did. And from that moment on, I followed him throughout his career as a Sixer. He'll always be a Sixer. I don't really count those years in Denver and Detroit and the day in Memphis. But he'll always be a Sixer, and to me. And it's the one player that I have the most jerseys of for any one particular player. The only pair of basketball, player shoes I ever owned was a pair of Allen Iverson '01 MVPs. The sneakerheads know what I'm talking about with those. Still own them. Still wear them. Believe it or not. I'll tell you something. I paid $40 for those at a Reebok outlet store the summer of '01. This is after the Sixers, went to the finals and all. $40 is the longest lasting pair of shoes I've ever owned. And I've worn the crap out of them, okay? I won't show them for fear that the sneakerheads are going to have some not too kind things to write about me. Because, they weren't kept in a box or anything. No, I wore them. They were my basketball kicks, everything. I wore them, every conceivable place I've worn them. To games, to the mall, whatever. They were my favorite pair of shoes. And, it's the only player shoes I ever owned. No, I never owned any Jordans or anything like that. But, AI MVPs, Reebok MVPs from 2001. Got them in the summer of '01, and I still wear them. It's a good thing my feet didn't grow. But at any rate, I mean, you know, everything. Yeah, I still have the poster in my room. The Allen Iverson poster. I got the, the tchotchkes, the bobbleheads and the figurines and all that. It's probably one of the most collected players that I've ever, athletes that I've ever collected, items for. I got some Jordan stuff and Pippen, but Iverson's right there with them. And long story short, I know it was a long story, but long story short, of all the jerseys I had, the one I wanted, really, the top one I always wanted was the Mitchell&Ness rookie year Allen Iverson home white jersey, because that was the style jersey, as you saw in the footage, he wore when he made his move on Jordan, and I was there, and that's the jersey he was wearing when I became a fan of him, so I always wanted that jersey. I got a replica right now I'm wearing of the away red, but I wanted the Mitchell&Ness. I wanted that Mitchell&Ness away white one, and it's gotten away from me from time to time. Not as much as Dion. The prime time rookie year '89 red one. That one is just, it still taunts me, still to this day. But that jersey is the fugitive jersey for me. I'm Tommy Lee Jones. It's Harrison Ford, and as Tommy Lee Jones did in that movie, I will do. I will get it in the end. But anyway, back to the Iverson jersey. It has gotten away from me from time to time, but not this time, because I was able to win it. I was really, really happy to win it, and here it is in the fold. Yes. As Jewel 2B would say, yes. I know a few Jersey heads already have this. I had some time ago, I had a Skype conversation with Throwback King, and we were, going back and forth on different, Allen Iverson stories and the jerseys and all. And I said at the time, I wanted to get this one, and here it is. Took a while, but I got it. And yeah, so those of you who own it know what I'm talking about. It's just a beautiful jersey. Triple stitch Sixers on the front, double stitch 3. It's got the gold NBA logo for the anniversary they had that year. It's got the red trim going around. It's got the triangular shaped red, white, and blue trim on the sides. There you go. And on the back, Iverson single stitch, no nameplate, and the 3 is double stitched. Jock tag. This is an older made in USA, and it's an older one because it's a size 54. And they don't make 54s anymore. It goes from 50 to 52 to 56, I believe, now. Back in the day, they did have 54s, at least for basketball. And so there it is. I'm fumbling with it now, but but yeah, there it is once again. Just a really, really nice jersey. Very, very happy to finally have it. Took a while, but I finally was able to add it to the collection, and I'm real happy. I know someday the Sixers will retire his number 3, and I'll be there as I will go to that game, and I will wear this jersey proudly to that game, because this is the jersey style he wore when I became a fan of him. So I will wear it to that game in salute of AI. So swag factor, I have quite a few red, white, and blue Sixer hats, but I think this one goes pretty good with it too. So there you go. That will probably be the combo that I will go to that game wearing, whatever that game may be. But I'm pretty positive that they will retire number 3 at some point in time down the road, and I'll be there. I will go to that game, whatever it takes. Just like I said, real happy to have it. And I remember, I remember back in the day, I used to defend him all the time, and on the basketball court, people would be talking about trade rumors and this and that. And I remember, I'll never forget the story in the summer of 2000. Now, this is just before going into the season where, of course, he won the NBA MVP and the Sixers went to the finals. I got in this big argument with a guy in the basketball court. He wanted the Sixers to trade Allen Iverson for Eddie Jones. Okay. Hey, much respect to Eddie Jones, local guy, Temple product. No. Okay. And he just went on and on about this trade. Oh, they should do it. They should do it now. And I'm arguing, no, why would they do? That's a stupid trade. Come on. You can't get rid of AI, and it's, it was just insanity. The trade talk back then. He was almost traded to the Clippers, just, yeah. And you notice that after he was almost traded to the Clippers, he had an MVP season. Yeah, I think that would scare anybody. Much respect to the Clippers, but still. But at any rate, yeah, so he was, like I said, my all-time favorite Sixer, top 3 all-time for any NBA player. I mean, Jordan, Pippen, Iverson right there, for me. Just I even had the headband. I had the I had the Reebok AI headband. I had the wristbands. Okay, I used to go all out, playing the basketball, with the Iverson jersey and all the. I couldn't do the cornrows. I couldn't, or get the tattoos. But I used to do the moves too. You should have seen me back then. Oh yeah. Wouldn't always make the jump shot afterwards, but I would. I would always do my best AI imitations on the court. I even did the ear cuff thing sometimes. Move from time to time. But he was my favorite player, so yeah. But great memories with him. Of course, that 01 season, top season for me. I'll never forget that. Wish it would have ended with a title, but it's the one thing I feel bad for him. He never won an NBA title, but it's hard to win. It is hard to win. That those pesky Lakers got in the way. They get in the way of a lot of teams, but they. Yes, him stepping over Tyronn Lue. That was fun though. Game 1. That was another top moment, but no. So yeah, real happy to finally have it, and yeah. So there it is. That was the mystery jersey. It's in the fold now. So there you go. My Grail basketball jersey, Top Grail basketball jersey is here. So okay, I got my Top Grail baseball jersey, the '89 away gray Mike Schmidt, Mitchell&Ness. I got my Top Grail basketball jersey. Okay, I don't really have a Top Grail hockey jersey. There's ones that I would really like to get, but I can't really call them Grails because I see them a lot, but I just haven't gotten one yet. But for football, Dion, you're next. You're next. Oh. You can't get away forever. I will search every outhouse, hen house, courthouse, whatever I have to do. Okay. The Fugitive was on the other day, too. Oh, it's a click and stick for me. Anytime it's on, I watch it. That one-armed man. Yeah. He probably has that jersey, too. Damn it. I'll get him. All right, YouTube. But anyhow, that's it for me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Big shout out to all as always, I should say, to all my subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. Keep hitting that subscribe button and also subscribe to all my fellow Jersey heads. To all my fellow Jersey heads, big shouts to you guys as well. I hope all is going well for all of you. We are about a week away now, a little over a week away from Thanksgiving, and we all know what that means. Black Friday. So we're getting close, and yes, the preparation. I'm in full blown prep mode now for Black Friday. I'm practicing. It's good because at work, I'm in the hallways and people are coming, and there's like blind corners, and I'm kind of maneuvering around them like I would maneuver around people at stores. So it's good. It's good practice. We talking about practice. Speaking of AI. But anyhow, yes, it is coming, and I'm looking forward to it. So anyhow, shout out to all my family and friends as well. Shout out to Allen Iverson. And anyhow, this is MightyFan saying peace. I will see you in the next video. All right.